Killer Protector, Chapter 1. Another day of school, another day of feeling like a freak, another day of wishing I wasn't like this, another day of eyes staring at me like a pesticide. Just another day, nothing new. My name is Elizabeth Umber. I'm a junior in high school, but sometimes I feel like a freshman who doesn't know the ropes of surviving in a prison of teens with too many raging hormones. Sometimes it's not all that bad. I mean, barely anyone talks to me, only my friends, which aren't as much as one usually has. My two friends, Andy and Jonah. 3 if you count this guy in algebra. Everyone at my school says it's pretty lame to have only 2 or 3 friends. In all honesty, I don't care. They're enough for me to actually be happy at school. I'm a straight A student, meaning I get called a nerd a lot. But I've learned to just say thank you, because when they call you a nerd, it just means that they're saying you're smarter than they'll ever be. Who knows? Maybe I'll become the next Bill Gates, and they'll become the next guys who will work for Bill Gates. It brings me joy to me when I think about it. Devious joy. Nerd isn't the only thing I'm called. I'm called a freak, lame wad, weirdo, reject, loser, even a bitch at some point. But they don't really notice me, like a weird derpy ghost that hangs around. But people just walk past me and go on with their lives. But I'd rather be a ghost than a fake. All of the popular kids at my school are all fakes. The girls are everything fake. Fake hair, fake lips, fake body, fake boobs. Guys are no better. They act like something different just to fit into this society. In reality, they don't have to do that. They're all in ashore to be themselves. I mean, I am too, but at least I take a little pride in it. But enough about that kind of stuff. It makes me wrench whenever I think or talk about it. All you need to know is that I'm a freak. Simple as that. I feel like this everywhere I go. I can't even stop the feeling at home. My parents get worried because I'm not as social as I used to be. Well, they're right. I don't like to talk with many people, and I just awkward all around. I panic sometimes, which worries my mom and dad even more. But sometimes I get the feeling like I'm not even human. As I've grown and developed my senses, I've come to think that there's something wrong with me. Not mentally or physically. I just feel like I'm not just a teenage girl. I'm something more. I just don't know what. Ellie, my mother called from downstairs. We're leaving now. Hurry, or you'll be late for school. I sighed and slipped on my jacket and messenger bag. I go downstairs and see my mom waiting for me at the door. She gives me a smile, and I smile in return, but I really want to frown and die. I'm not suicidal. I just really, really, really hate school. I only like learning and talking with my friends. That's it. We started walking to my mom's car, saying bye to my dad as as he waited at the front door. After about a couple of minutes of driving, we were at my school. I got out of the car and walked in through the front doors. Some kids stare at me like a circus clown, not out of amusement, out of disgust and prejudice. Yep, nothing new at all. I took my first class, writing. I liked that class. I liked learning and expanding my vocabulary more. I actually appreciate my words, unlike some who don't even use proper language, mostly slang. I use slang sometimes, but it just doesn't feel natural. Whenever I do talk like that, my tongue feels weird and my brain seems to crunch from the effort. So I usually speak big words, not that not many people understand. My friends do though, because they've gotten used to it, and so have my parents. They even talk like that at home to make me feel more comfortable. I think that's pretty impressive, if you ask me. I walk in, and the first thing I'm greeted with is laughter. I sigh and take my seat at my desk, at the very corner, in the back of the room, away from fakes, and just people I don't feel like talking to. I sit back here to avoid as little interaction as possible. Remember, I'm socially awkward and tend to panic at moments. My parents say it might potentially become a phobia at, at this rate. I'm going. That's not very good, so I just avoid as much as I can. The teacher is a bit troubled because I don't sit at the front. He says since I'm a straight A student, I should be up at the front listening to lessons better than streaming to hear from the back. I just, but I just refuse and reply. Leave the front seats open for kids who really need the knowledge. He just nods and understands what I'm saying. Literally, most of these kids here need it. Like, bad. I relax at my seat and occasionally hearing snickers from the couple of girls. I don't like them. Seriously. They get on my nerves. I'd actually be willing to ruin my reputation as a good student just to see their pretty little faces smacked into a wall. Yeah, they're that bad. But I don't do a thing to any of them. I mean, that wouldn't make me any better of a person than them. I sigh and take the whispered insults between them. If they have the guts, then they should say them straight to my face. But they're just looks. All bark, no bite. They may look better than me, but really, I'm the better one. Not to be arrogant, but about it, but it's true. But I'll let them have their fun for now. Victims preview the night before. As I ran through the dim, empty streets, I wondered to myself, will I die tonight? That thought sickened me, so I pushed it aside and ran. Before this all happened, I was just taking a stroll in the local park to get some time away from with a wife and kids. Now what has this night come to? Terror, immune terror. I can't believe this is happening to me. He came out of nowhere. He just came out. I didn't see him coming. He just showed up. And now he's after me. He longs for my blood. He ain't no vampire. He wants my blood. He wants it splattered all over that sick face of his. I can't get the image out of my mind. That cruel, disturbing face haunts me. I keep running, hoping, praying that someone will come and save me. That someone will stop him. Anything. Please. My breath was coming short. I have to stop soon. But then I'll die. He'll catch me and kill me. I must keep running. I saw a house up ahead. If I'm quick enough, maybe I can run in without him noticing where I'm going. It's a long shot, but I take that risk. Anything to get away. I knock on the door. Maybe someone lives here. If so, then they can help me. I knock about a dozen times, but no answer. I was stricken with some grief until I heard him near the front yard. Oh, screw it, I thought, and went inside. Anyway, the house had furniture, but no one seemed to live here at all. I looked around quickly and ran into one of the rooms. It was a bedroom. As soon as I went in, I heard the front door open and slam shut. I panicked and ran into the closet and shut the door. I hid in there and stayed quiet. What seemed forever was only seconds. As time passed, I realized he wasn't checking in on this room. I thought maybe he just gave up, or he's still searching, but in the wrong places. I took this to my advantage and opened the door a crack. The coast seemed clear. He wasn't anywhere in sight. I saw a window on the other side of the room, and that didn't seem to be locked. I counted to 3, then made my way over. I got to the window and opened it quickly. Luckily, it didn't make a sound, so I was still in the clear. I opened it wide, enough for me to slip out, and I smiled. This is it. I'm home free. I'm back. I'm off the hook. That bastard won't catch me. Not today. Not tomorrow. Never, ever will I see that revolting face again. I played on the windowsill and made my way out when I felt a sharp pain struck my side. I look up and see it's him. He was waiting for me right outside. I just didn't see it. I jumped back inside and tried to close the window, but just as I was about to close it, pale white fingers grabbed hold at the bottom and lifted it up. I gasped and ran out of the room. I went into the kitchen and looked for a weapon, a kitchen knife or something. My side was bleeding from where it had me, and it hurt so much to stand. I looked around. There aren't any knives or anything. Every kitchen should have a couple of decent knives. Who the hell used to live here? Jesus! I still searched when I heard a thud. It was a footstep. I slowly turn around and see him. He stares at me with those cold eyes of his. Just stands there. My hair is standing on end now. What do I do? He had a hand behind his back. He slowly raised that hand. I was terrified now. Is this what you're looking for?" he said in his deep, malevolent voice. In his hands were all the kitchen knives. He started to chuckle as he threw them at me. I ducked in time. When I looked up, I see that they were planted into the cabinet that was behind me. I stand up and tried to take one out, but it stuck in good. I used all my strength, but no use. He was nearing me, slowly walking toward me. I turn around to see him right in front of me. He's too close for comfort. He smiles and takes out his original knife. I go wide-eyed and tremble. I sink to the ground and start to sob. "Please, no, you don't want to do this. I'm an innocent man. I've got a family to take care of. Spare me, please." He didn't show any remorse whatsoever. He really is cold-hearted. I tried again. "Look, if you let me go, I promise not to tell a soul, not even God. Please, just let me live. This is to teach me a lesson, to show me not to take things for granted, to be a better person. If it is, then I'll change. I will. I can change." It was quiet for a few seconds until he chuckled a bit. Then he said, "You're all the same, aren't you? Every one of you sick, vile humans show terror. All you ever do is plead to life. Why can't one of you actually give me a little smack talk and tell me that you're not afraid to die? Maybe then would I be impressed with your kind. But sadly, I haven't met anyone who's brave enough to do so. But why should I get my hopes up, huh? None of you would do that, even if your life depended on it. Which, ironically, it does. No matter, you'll die anyways. The only difference is I won't be satisfied with the results." Raised his knife in the air and looked at me evilly. I shook my head violently and yelled, "No, please, I only want to live. Let me live." He chuckled deeply, abruptly stops to say something so casually but menacing in his voice. Calmly but hesitantly, he hisses, "Go to sleep," and plunges the knife into my heart.